So I can't take credit for this change. A couple of my friends were giving me advice after I learned Optimus talent is just useless on this build. It doesn't seem to work at all for giving me in damage. And I unlocked the skill, the talent that increases your damage based on skills not being on cooldown. But I learned if your fixer drone is active, it still doesn't activate, which means it's mostly useless on this build too. But I'm glad I got tips from them, because what they recommended was the Reformation mod, and I realized I should put that on my pistol. I'm not using the Liberty pistol because I prefer Sweet Dream still for the balance of being able to one-tap reds and purples that also do more damage too. Well, I can still just tank elites a lot better anyway. So I still love Sweet Dream shotgun for that reason. And its own DPS as just a pump action shotgun is not terrible. But I put that on my pistol to help my shield repairs. And then Frenzy on my LMG I learned was really good. Now it's not as useful soloing Legendary because I can't be out in the open or shooting as much. But you see I used it some, and it's just so good overall just to have being able to unload max damage at will whenever I need to.